To the surprise of absolutely nobody. Well, some people may pretend to be surprised. Some people may genuinely be surprised. But, ending DEI programs is on the forefront of the Republican agenda. It's all they talk about, whether you're on Fox News or any other right wing outlet. They're always whining and complaining about DEI. Charlie Kirk, who said that if he went on an airplane and he saw that there was a black pilot, he would be concerned if they were actually qualified because, all this DEI mess just makes it so that we're just willy nilly hiring people who aren't qualified for jobs because it's of benefit. It's in the best interest of airliners to hire pilots who aren't that good at flying planes. Be like, oh shit, can you fly a plane? Not really. Well, you're black and you're gay, so go ahead and here's a pilot hat. Go ahead and hop on the plane. Obviously, that doesn't happen. That's not how it works. You look in Los Angeles, the overwhelming majority of fire chiefs in Los Angeles are white men. But you turn on Fox, you listen to Republicans, they're talking about DEI programs. Well, it's all good. I'm black and I'm a lesbian. So, but again, despite the fact that the majority of the fire chiefs are white men, we got 3 black lesbians who are fire chiefs. So, that's just bringing the whole rest of the system down. It's comical, it's ridiculous, but it's all they talk about. Donald Trump, he gone ahead and fulfill their agenda. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and scroll down. We got President Donald Trump is set to sign an executive order to end diversity, equity, and inclusion programs within the federal government. Quote, "We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based." And again, think about how hilarious that is because, again, white people in this country are the majority. And they feel threatened by the browning of America. They feel threatened by the fact that more black people and brown people and gay people, the queer community, whatever, women, all of that shit are doing better in the world, are doing better in corporate America, are actually achieving achieving good things in different industries, or taking advantage of opportunities. They don't like that. We gonna forge a colorblind society. It's those black and brown people that are always talking about, we the ones bringing up the racism, not them. The order would cut funding for so-called DEI initiatives across all agencies in order to end DEI inside the federal government. I mean, how do you map they're not racist, but let's get rid of DEI programs. We don't need them. Mr. Trump said he will direct the Office of Management and Budget to end all related mandates, policies, and programs across agencies, including all initiatives that aim to promote diversity, equity, and inclusion within departments. His aim is to restore what the administration considers to be a merit-based hiring system. Again, like why you did like the idea that they're just going to give you a job because you're black or because you're gay or a woman or whatever, and you're not good at the job, you're not actually qualified for the job. They're not going to do that. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. I mean, people get fired every day. People who shouldn't have been hired for jobs get put on staff all the time, regardless of their skin color. If they white, black, brown, green, orange, purple, it don't matter. People get fired all the time. Shit happens. But companies, no, the reality is if you're black or brown or a woman or gay or whatever, you got to be even better. You have to be even more sharp. You got to be even more on point. You got to know your shit even better. I mean, like, come on, man. I mean, you're like, you are a small percentage in the overall pool of competition. So you have to be better just to get noticed. They know this too. They just don't want to compete. Mr. Trump said he will direct I think I already read that part. Mr. Trump's effort to eradicate all traces of DEI within the government will be an ongoing effort. And it's such a waste of time too, because it's too late for all this shit now. Like, sure, we can go backwards a little bit. We can stunt diversity growth in this country, but it's just the cat's out of the bag. There's too much toothpaste out of the bottle now. Like, you can't really put it back in. We can't go back all the way, so you already lost this battle, but you're going to go down kicking and screaming regardless. Trump officials and members of the Department of Justice will meet with different agencies monthly to evaluate how ongoing DEI programs are allegedly discriminating against Americans. The groups will figure out ways to end those. DEI programs discriminating against Americans. The great replacement theory. We don't have to go digging under very many rocks to understand what's going on, because again, this is all Republicans talk about. They are either they griping and whining about immigrants, or they griping and whining about DEI. And this is nothing new. You know, you go back to the 1917 race riots in East St. Louis. Back then, when black people were moving up from the South, the right wing in this country was talking about, oh, the black people are coming up here to vote in elections. They're coming up here because the politicians want them to be voting. All of this shit is just a rerun of the past. And that's why it's interesting when you study history, no matter what it's about. You know, you can see that human beings do the same shit over and over. We really do. Like, we always think that we're reinventing the wheel, but we're not. We do the same shit over and over again. Society changes, the world changes, but people really don't change that much. But yeah, so day one, we got Donald Trump signing executive orders to try to get rid of diversity, equity, and inclusion, because that's discriminatory against white people. Hey now. Thank you so much for tuning in here at Politics and Paper. If you like what I do and you support my work, go ahead and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it, and it really helps to support what we do here.